Hey, what's up, San Antonio? I'm Matt Garcia. I'm the general manager here at the world famous Cookhouse restaurant located on the St. Mary Strip. And we have a special guest for you guys today. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Scott Oda, general manager over at High Street Wine Company. We're going to have a little class today about wine pairings. A lot of people come either to High Street or to Cookhouse, don't really know what wine to put with their dishes. Don't worry, we're going to walk you through it from red to white to bubbles. We have you taken care of this afternoon. Alright guys, so we have Scott Oda here from High Street Wine Company. Scott, why don't you tell the people out there a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Scott Oda from High Street Wine Company. Started the business back in 2016, advanced sommelier through the Court of Master Sommeliers, general manager and beverage director, and big time foodie and certainly a wino.
Awesome. Scott's a great friend of us here. He gets with us every time we do either our Bon Mage or our Réveillon, which are great events you guys can look forward to throughout the rest of the year. But today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite wines, what I like to call patio pounders. Some of them are the Chateau Blagnan. This is a mix of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Cabernet Franc. This is Chateau Fontenelle. It is a 100% Cabernet Franc Rosé. And then one of my favorite wines coming out of France, and this is a Muscadet, 100% Muscadet from the Loire Valley region in France. All right, Scott, so this Saturday we're actually going to do our fried chicken. I personally love fried chicken with just about anything, nothing more than a cold beer. But when it comes to wine, what wine do you recommend we pair fried chicken with?
So if I'm pairing fried chicken, I'm thinking rich and batter, something a little bit oily. Honestly, I think the Muscadet would be fantastic. Even the rosé here on the table would be awesome as well. So thinking about how rich that chicken would be with that batter, that butter, I would want something that has a little bit more density and weight in terms of texture, but also a lot of freshness.
What do you see about wines from High Street that people could go and grab and bring to Cookhouse? What would you recommend to them? How does that work with the food that we do here?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I think about Cajun food, I think of like, a little bit of heat, a little bit of spice, a whole lot of aromatics. And so I would want a wine that's a little bit leaner, a little bit brighter, and again, a bit more aromatic to kind of play against that same type of intensity we get from the food. But at the same time, I love being able to have something that's a little bit brighter and lighter in body to kind of freshen everything up, because a lot of those flavors can be just a bit intense. For me, things like sparkling, things like a little bit lower alcohol, like Italian wines, French wines, Spanish wines. I love Albarino with really aromatic spices. I think all those are fantastic choices.
Here at Cookhouse, we like to use a lot of smoke in some of our foods through our boudin or our gumbo. You were telling me that red wine actually pairs really well with smoked foods. Why is that?
Yeah, so whenever you have a wine that's actually been aged in a toasted oak barrel, it's going to mimic the cooking process. So things like that Bordeaux go really, really well. Things like a wine that comes from like California or Rhone Valley that'll have a little bit more of that charred barrel flavor is going to mimic the Maillard reaction that's going on when you're cooking. So I love being able to use that as a complementary flavor profile to whatever protein you're smoking.
All right, Scott, so let me know, how can people out there order from you guys? How can they go pick up some great bottles on their way towards Cookhouse to grab some dinner from us? And how can we make this beautiful pairing happen for people at home?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can either order directly through our website at highstreetwine.com and place an online order, or what I think is an even cooler option is you give us a call at 210-908-9144, and you'll be able to say, hey, Cookhouse is making this dish tonight. What kind of bottle of wine would go with it? And we can certainly do it.
Awesome. And if you want to grab some delicious dinners from Cookhouse, you can definitely find it on our website, cookhouserestaurant.com. Go on there, look at the daily dinners for the week, place your order, then give Scott a call over at High Street, pick up that bottle, and go home. And just have a fantastic evening, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We're going to do what we do best. It's going to eat some delicious fried chicken, which you can pick up Saturday. Don't forget that. Cookhouse fried chicken on Saturday. Bubbles from High Street at the same time. We're going to have a party. You guys have a great night, and we look forward to talking to you in the future. Goodbye.
Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay
Stay
positive.
safe. Love you, San Antonio.